trying to figure out if I got that right the first time. Let's see if we can. So, ah. Welcome to the channel, guys. Welcome to the channel. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and hit the bell notification. Topic of today's channel. I was supposed to give a lesson. I was supposed to give a piano lesson on Friday. We got in the house. We got Myra Karima. Hey, how you doing? I hope I pronounced that okay. Um, what are your thoughts on taking? I was supposed to give a piano lesson on Friday, and the mother kind of spaced it, and she said, that she wanted to pick lessons back up once her son started school again. Now, mind you, she said that her son plays every single day. My question would be, number one, what is he playing? And we got Master of My Destiny. How you doing? My question would be, what is he playing? What is he playing? And yeah, I would actually have to see what he's playing. You know, because to take a whole break from summer of playing the piano. Now keep this in mind. Him taking a break is him playing. It's different than me taking a. It's different from me playing. It's different from me playing because I've developed a structured routine. I've developed a structured routine where I can sit down and I've developed a structured routine where I'm able to actually sit down and actually do what we call piano practice. Let me see, we've got wrong fingering. So my question is, how's he gonna make it through the summertime? Missing that. There it is. Let me see if I get this right. So we're gonna go to. Let me get it right. Okay, got it. So when we talk about do you know any Richard Smallwood? Any Richard Smallwood? I know exactly who you're talking about. I need to power my other phones up. Give me a song by Richard Smallwood. One of the gospel. That's not Richard Smallwood, but that is a gospel song. Yeah, I need to keep Richard Smallwood in my repertoire. One of the gospel fathers, one of the greats. But when we talk about taking a break from piano, I turn my piano on every single day. Every single day. Even, and keep this in mind, I'm busy. I am busy, but I'm still going through. If it's not my scales, if it's not actually my scales, it's actually a song. Yeah, he was. Hey, I got a question, guys. What do we define as classically trained? What do we define as classically trained? Billy Joel. Let me try it again. So I like to make that smoother. break could be the difference between a good player versus a great player. You're exactly right. A break can be the difference between, because I guarantee you that when I get back to him, you know what my first thing is gonna be is gonna sit down and play for me. Sit down, and literally we're playing, and I'm not gonna even ask you to play me from the beginning. I'm gonna ask you to play me where we left off at. And if you can't execute that, that means that you should have taken a break. That means that you shouldn't have taken a break, because that is what I'm going to ask you. Okay, how you doing? I've been doing good for the summertime. All right, well, let's pick up where we left off at. Let's pick up where we left off at. And if you cannot execute that, that means that you have not been practicing. Classically trained is a certain skill set. I was watching this guy on TikTok yesterday, and playing the piano was cool. That's playing the piano. You know, so when that's playing the piano. I believe the skill set is actually if you can explain what you play, arpeggios, block chords. So, so when we talk about being classically trained or formally trained in piano playing, is basically, are you able to sit down and explain what you're doing? That if you have an understanding of exactly what you're doing. Okay, if we were playing the melody, arpeggios. You know, if you're able to actually sit down and explain to me exactly what you're playing, you know, the techniques, the style that you're playing, you know, bouncing in between different genres. Like you said, Master of My Destiny, it is a skill set. I've met people that can play by ear beautifully. I'm like, but what are you doing? What are you doing? Can you play anything else? Can you play anything else? You know, when it comes into reading. You know, let me see if I get that right. So it all becomes a muscle. It all becomes a muscle. And total praise. Okay. Yeah. That is a beautiful song. Total praise. The intro to that song. You could tell he's going through his classical scales and he's really enjoying himself. And can I play it? I'm never gonna say no, no, I can't play it. I've actually just gotta pull the music up. And it also goes into the timer. So let me see. So let me get that right. seems like I got the sticky fingers. Uh. It goes into practicing again. It's like, okay, did I get the timing right on that? It's like singing. Not everyone can sing opera or gospel. Yeah, yeah. Not everybody can. I can tell. Now I've met some really. Michael Ward is a natural singer, no formal training. He sings beautifully. Some people, it really is a gift. And then when they of course operated in that gift, and they practice it and they start to hone that craft, it turns into something really amazing. But even if you look at a singer like Wanye from Boys to Men, you can tell he really enjoys to sing and that he works at his singing. You can also tell that he takes care of his voice. Whitney Houston, a phenomenal singer, but we all saw what happened to her when she did not take care of that gift. So you also got to take care of that gift. And I have another question. Does talent beat skill? Does talent beat skill? There's a saying that talent without skill or talent without practice is just talent. Think about that. So if I have a knack for playing, so and I know many great players. I know many great players that can play, but they get stuck. There's almost like a glass ceiling. There's almost like a glass ceiling if you just ear hustle. Because I used to be an ear hustler. And that's one of the things. That's one of the reasons why. See, there's a difference. There's a difference when you actually sit down, and I would say when you actually sit down and it's like, okay, I can sit down and practice your skill sets, practice your skill sets. Wrong hand. So when I actually sit down and practice, I'm noticing things like that. I'm like, okay, I landed on the wrong hand. I could have made this a little. It's like when you actually sit down and you start actually practicing, not just to play to be playing, but when you actually start practicing to pick apart. That's the best way I can describe it. It's like, okay, I'm picking apart my playing. So it's like when you pick apart your playing, it's kind of like knowledge. Skill is yours. You can lose a talent. There's a passion behind a skill. I like that. I like that, Master. There is a passion behind the skill. There's a passion behind the skill, and that passion is what literally drives you back to the piano or drives you back to your instrument. It's that passion that's going to actually keep you. It's almost like the. it's that passion that is it's almost like it's not insanity. It's not insanity. But when we actually sit down and we actually start playing with intention, it's like, okay, why do you keep going over that same? So a pick apart would be like, okay, in my mind, I need to get that timer right. So we might use other tools. Let's pick that up just a little bit. So we have things such as the metronome to get our timing together. It also, it also, when we actually start learning pieces of music, um, and I was listening to this musician's theory. He said, well, if you learn how to play something, you're just learning it from memory. But are we? Are we? If I learned a song like if you guys came on, I was playing a song by it was sung and performed by Dan England. Dan England and I really love to see you tonight. Dan England and John Ford Crockett, which he was on the piano. But am I learning that piece just to memorize that piece? There's a yes and no to that. There's a yes and no to that because when you actually start gaining the skill, when you actually start gaining the talent would let me want to do the ear hustling, which I did because I can play by ear kind of good, or I like to say I have a good ear. Let me see. Now here's where the talent kicks off in, and keep this in mind. The talent allowed me to ear hustle that. The skill, though, the skill allowed me to actually pull the sheet music. I believe, I believe that it's the skill set. It's the skill set that once you that it's you wanting to become skilled at your talent that that makes you want to do the work. If that makes any sense. You know, like talent without passion, people can see the difference. Like gospel, if there's no feeling behind it, no one find it believable. That is exactly right. That is exactly right. Now there are some gospel singers that can move you to tears, but yeah, there's two. It's a thin line that we can see. It's this the skill level that makes you want to that makes you want to do the work. So even though I'm memorizing this song, even though I memorized the song, or did I memorize it? I actually read it. I actually read it note for note. If you guys can see that right there, that is me skill building. Talent is me saying, okay, let me hear that song. I think it's in the key of F. You know, this is the this is what I think I'm hearing. That's the talent. Leandra Johnson can bring the tears. Yeah, yeah. Listen to her singing "No Weapon." Oh, Jamie Foxx can bring the tears. Jamie Foxx can bring the tears. And now we're gonna start talking about other things on a spiritual level, as far as let me see if I can play a song. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Let me take it a little bit higher. Okay, got it, got it. Now here's the thing. Here's the thing. Now we're gonna start talking about the spirit behind the song. The spirit behind the song. There's a song called the anthem. Now, look up Marcus Stanley, Master of My Destiny. Do you know who Marcus Stanley is? I mean, when you see this guy play the piano, I mean, and mind you, if you watch his channel right now, you won't see him playing any piano on it. Now let's go way back, but he gives inspirational scriptures. You can tell he can usher in the spirit. Got a net right there. It's a feeling. Certain singers can bring the feeling. Some people are anointed, and those that aren't, it's just a talent with no feeling. That is correct. That is correct. Talent with no feeling. And that goes behind the intention of a song. That be good. The Bible calls that a sounding brass, but you have no meaning behind the sound. And that's kind of a reason why people say, well, why don't you play for the church? Why don't you play? A lot goes into before I have to sit down and play and just do worship. Did I forget them? Yeah, I need to pull the sheet music on that one. But use R. Kelly for an example. Use R. Kelly for an example. Phenomenal singer, phenomenal musician. Uh, Rodney Jerkins, Dark Child, great singer, great musician. But when you look at the who I guess I gotta say who they have played for. You have to be in a place to receive to play for the church. You gotta be in a place to receive to play for the church, and this has got to be clean too. Because here's the thing, whatever's in here can affect the crowd out there. So if you got a whole bunch of lust and you got a whole bunch of R&B, when we talking about R, all of a sudden you're communicating that spirit towards the people. They got a song called by Tone. You know who Tone is. Tone, Lord, make me over. His name ain't even Tone now. And he brought down that house with that Lord, make me over. And it was because he was living a lifestyle that was contrary to what he was displaying inside the church. And how can I put this? This is how powerful the word of God is, because even though it was coming from what he was feeling inside of his heart towards the same sex attraction, even though it was coming from what he was feeling toward the same sex attraction, it was still powerful enough to draw the people toward the Lord. So, and that's the reason why the Bible says that the word of God still won't come back void. Yeah, he changed his name, and I think he's B. Slade now or something like that. But yeah, there's reasons. Yeah. And here's the weird thing. Think about this. Me and my dad, we were having a conversation about playing and the theatrics. I call it the theatrics of church now. When we talk about church musicians getting paid, and all these other things. I said, well, I said, I'm 48 years old, and I said it was never meant to be that way. But because, and this is my perspective, I said because we got to put on a show when we go to church now, and I'm going to speak specifically toward. I gotta say towards the church in general because I've been toward to the black church. I've been toward the CCM church where we have got to dress a certain way, uh, be able to play a certain key, be able to do it. It was never meant to be that way. Worship was meant to come from our heart. I remember growing up where we was just clapping and the tambourine, and it was, I know it was the blood. He did total praise about the house. Yeah, yeah, he did. He did bring the house down. When it went there came a time where it was just worship without the theatrics. It was David, uh, for the lack of a better term, in the field by himself, just harping away as he was watching over the sheep, being a shepherd. Because even though the Bible talked about David as a worshiper, it talked about his heart more. It also talked about what he was able to do with his gift. Um, yeah, it depends on why we're doing it. It depends. It depends on why we're doing it. Like a romantic relationship, you have to vet the church. Yeah, that's true. You got to vet the church. You're right about that. I like that. You got to remember that's in the key of D. Remember what key you're playing in. That's where your skill set comes in. Yeah, you got to vet. You got to vet the church. Um, but taking a break, I encourage you guys. Don't take a break from your plan. Don't take a break from your plan, even if you got to do some of your same repertoire. Because here's the weird thing. I've gone to certain churches and felt an instant heaviness. Not all churches are spiritually led. You're right about that. You're right about that. It comes, and we got to look at the head. Here's the weird thing. I told my dad, and we were talking about a church. You might see some preachers on there, and I call this dictated from the pulpit how worship should be done. And I told my dad, and he was talking about an example from his church. I said a lot of times, I said the preacher needs to let that worship, master of ceremony, worship director, he needs to let them do their job, do what the Lord called them to do. We can understand that the preacher can operate in different roles, but he's not. That's not what he's up there for. He's there to preach the word, bring people towards salvation, or teach, because preaching and being a pastor involves teaching. The director of worship, though, that's his job to. I was going somewhere with that one. Look, I like that. I was going somewhere with that one. I felt it. I felt something. I felt something. Let me see. Sorry. Uh-uh. I like that. This is how songs are made. It's like, okay, I felt something right there. key of E. And actually, we're gonna actually say that's in the key of. So we're going from the 5, 1. See, and here's the thing: is okay. You got the talent, which is the ears. Now trying to talk with the skill set, which is like, okay, I hear something. Now let's see what key that we want that song to be in. Okay, we're starting on the 4. Do you want to do that, or you want to suss it? And here's the thing, and this is the fun part of music. Is like, yeah, what was that? What was that? Now let's break down what my ears heard and let my skill set explain it. Let me see. I like that. Okay. Uh, ah. Okay. Now let's switch the sound of. And where we're going with it. Sorry. And here's the weird thing. You know how you got to get something on? Going to the 5, 1. Okay, so we got so major 7, G7. So let me see. Switch that sound up. So we're gonna go with the. Don't even make that. Don't even make that a 7. Just keep that just 1, 1, 3, 1, 3, and 5. I'm on to something right there. I just need lyrics. Now give me a different tempo. So we're gonna go with the. So walk it down. No. Okay. Great intro. Now we just need lyrics. Now we just need lyrics. I don't know if I like that C minor 7. So let's go to. Okay. Where are we going? I like that. Landing back on the E flat. I don't know what that was, but we'll figure that out soon. But yeah, guys. As far as taking a break, taking a hiatus, don't do it. Just keep honing your skill. Keep sitting down at your piano. Keep practicing piano, guitar, skill set. Even if you've got to get into a room and shut the door. I also want to encourage you to learn multiple genres. And when you learn these different genres, focus on how you can make those songs yours. So it's kind of like in this song, I Really Love to See You Tonight. I'm taking he's starting off with an F chord. Let me see if we got it right. So we're going with another F chord. So we're going to kind of go with let's see, start off with the. Now, when I say make the song yours, there's something totally different that happens in this song. If I'm reading this song correctly, when he comes to the part where he says hello, yeah, it's been a while. We're actually going from a here. And we're coming up with that's how the song reads. That's exactly how the song reads. Prince could play any instrument. That is a skill. Yeah. Playing any instrument. I think his skill set wasn't the fact that he can actually play any instrument. It was his understanding of the instrument. It was his understanding. I believe it was his understanding of an instrument. It's like, okay, I started learning how to play the guitar and I started advancing really well. We got your D chord right there. We got your progression with the A. My hands haven't calloused yet, but I believe the skill set is that Prince was able to take Prince was able to take an instrument and okay, a C is a C on an instrument, but just where is it? What was I doing? Okay, so going back to this song, throw my glasses on. So yeah, it's reading completely different than what I'm playing it as. And the skill set, here's the skill set. So you have my skill set coming in with the reading of the song. So understanding where we're going with the reading. So we're going with the so we're gonna go with the that's how it reads. But what I did, this is where the skill set comes in. So I just decided to take the G minor 7. So we're going same notes. And I'm doing a little bit of inverting. So they had the C right here. So I'm gonna use that C. And when we go to the F, their F major 7 was written like this. So we got the F in your left, and then you have your E. But I did this one. I came by and said, well, let me. And I spreaded that out. So I got the 1 and 7, then I have the FAC. So that's where the skill set comes in. Like, even though I'm using the same chords and I'm understanding how they have it written, I said, well, let me make this my own. What's your favorite song to play? Ooh, what's my favorite song to play? That's a good question. Let me see. I like Georgia. My favorite song to play is, and I know this is going to sound like a stupid answer. My favorite song to play is any song that I can literally throw myself into. Kind of like a. My favorite song to play is a lot of songs. I know that sounds, I don't know if that's the answer, folks, that you want to hear, but it's any song that I actually take and make mine. So it's kind of like the Tiny Dancer. Now I'm arpeggiated. It's any song that I can actually take and learn it and then throw myself into it. There's any song that I can actually take and throw myself into it. So I like to play a lot of different songs. I like to play a lot of different genres, but I eventually, even like this song, I'm not talking about moving in, and I don't want to see you. It's like I could take that song, let me get a little bit higher. me see. And so, uh, so it's any song that I can actually take, and and I highly encourage people, make the song your song. And you can borrow the same chords. You can borrow the same chords, but any song that you can actually, even classical, there's no C major 7 in that song, but I turned it into. Any song that I can improv, that I can make it mine. You got your hook, line, and sinker where you can catch people with the song. Okay, well he's playing minuet in G major. But okay, well what's that? Now he's turning that into another song, but he's pulling chords out of what we doing. He's going to a 4. The 4 is nowhere in that song. So it's like any song that I actually can have fun with, and I can have fun with a lot of songs. And I encourage everybody, man, when you sit down and learn how to play, have fun with the song. Any song that I can sit down and have fun with, any song that's kind of catchy. Switch it. Whoa, hold on. I think I was on to something. So yeah, any song that I can make mine, and I can make a lot of them mine. I can make even this song, "What You Want to Do for Love." So that's this part wasn't even in the song, or was it? If you hear the horn sections in that song, we got some trumpets going on here. Let me see. If you think about it. So any song, you can tell I got excited by playing that. Any song that I can take and make my song. And when I sit down to play a lot of music, whether it's whether it's taking a song, improvising it into a chord progression, and trust me, I'm gonna learn the whole song. I'm gonna learn the whole song, but I'm gonna have fun along the way. I'm gonna have the fun. And when I encourage people to learn, have fun with the music. have fun with the music, even if it's the most boring piece in the world. What song was that? Uh, ah, ah. So let me see. Mm, there we go. Even if it's songs such as that, and you could take it into, so I encourage people to have fun with the music. Have fun with the music. Look up a little bit of Joe Sample. We know that as Tupac. Remember the key you're playing in. Ah. So remember, we got to play in the key of. So we're going from a minor three. So we're going from the three, four, minor two. So yeah, it's just as long as you're having fun with the music. Have fun with the music. When you sit down and play, seek to play with understanding. Seek to play with understanding. Don't take any breaks. Even if you gotta sit down and uh, go through different scales. I like that. Anyway, but yeah, always sit down. No breaks. No breaks. If you wanna have a child, let me see if I can. Let me see. And of course, I had placed. Please always seek to be creative. So always seek to be creative because I got music that I've created that I've written down, and I just gotta put everything together. But I'm just having too much fun enjoying the process, guys. Having too much fun enjoying the process. So as far as taking breaks, don't take no breaks. Don't take no breaks because it's almost like music is a language. If you don't use it, you'll hear if you look up interviews, oh, I kind of, got sore on my chops, got rusty on my chops, blah blah this on my chops. That's what breaks do. That's what breaks do. So keep this in mind. This has got to be a lifestyle. This has got to be a lifestyle, and always, you'll never catch me being tied up in so-called one piece of music, meaning R&B. You're gonna see me doing some pop. You're gonna see me Michael Jackson, Greg Gaines. You're gonna see me going from pop, going from R&B, and what's happening is you're actually expanding your memory. You're expanding your memory. You're expanding your repertoire. So keep that in mind, guys. And I'm gonna, yeah, yeah. Thank you for listening. Peace.